People often talk about love, loyalty, and genuine care as if they're abundant, as if most people you meet in life will naturally have your back, support you, and stand by you when it matters most. But the real world doesn't play out that way. The harsh truth is that many people are pretending when they show care. It's not real empathy, not deep loyalty, not devotion to your well-being. It's a role, a mask, an act designed to make them look good, feel good, or benefit in some indirect way. And the moment the benefit fades, so does the care. This is a reality few want to face. It's easier to believe that every hug, every check-in, every concerned comment is genuine. But if you examine long enough, patterns begin to emerge. You'll notice who only shows up when you're weak, who vanishes the moment you're stronger, and who thrives on your drama but struggles to stand beside your peace. Why do people do this? Why pretend to care when their actions prove otherwise? Because pretending has advantages. Pretending gains trust. Pretending gets access. Pretending creates an image of virtue while costing them almost nothing. Real care, on the other hand, demands consistency, sacrifice, and devotion most people aren't willing to give. Here's the first reason many people show care purely for their own reputation. Think about how common it is now for people to post about how supportive they are, how compassionate they are, how empathetic they are. So much of it is performative. They don't actually walk with you through fire. They just want to be seen as the type of person who would. Caring becomes another form of self-marketing. And so they'll call, text, comment, but never go deeper. Never sacrifice their time when it's inconvenient. Never show up when the crowd isn't watching. And because society praises the image more than the essence, they get celebrated simply for the role they've played, no matter how empty it really was. The second reason people pretend to care, because your pain gives them purpose. This is one of the darkest realities. When you're broken, somebody gets to play savior. When you're lost, someone gets to play guide. When you're weak, someone gets to feel strong standing next to you. For as long as your wounds exist, they feel powerful. But once you heal, the role disappears. They don't know how to exist in your life when they can no longer be the rescuer. And so they drift away, cold, distant, indifferent. It was never really about you. It was about their needs being met by your weakness. That's why you'll notice that during seasons of success, some so-called supporters grow quieter, colder, or simply vanish. Your strength gives them no power. Your independence makes them irrelevant. Here's the third truth about false caring. People attach to your drama, not your peace. Drama attracts people. It entertains them, gives them something to talk about, gives them an excuse to feel involved. When you're in crisis, they're quick to gather around and listen. But once the smoke clears, once stability returns, silence, distance, indifference. Do you see the pattern? Their closeness had nothing to do with real devotion. It had everything to do with the energy they got from the chaos in your life. They fed off it, whether consciously or not. And you thought their presence meant loyalty. It didn't. And then there's the laziness inside most so-called care. People will offer easy gestures, a two-word message, a polite question at a party, and "I'm here for you" that's more reflex than truth. But when you reach out in genuine need, suddenly their schedules are full. Suddenly excuses appear. Real caring is tested at cost. False caring dies the moment it costs them something. So how do you protect yourself from this? The first step is awareness. Start recognizing the difference between performance and presence. Performance looks loud, polished, visible. Presence looks quiet, consistent, invisible. Fake caring often comes with an audience. Real caring usually happens in private. Notice who checks in without being asked. Notice who remembers details without posting about it. Notice who's still standing beside you when your value to them has shifted. These are the rare people who care. Everyone else falls away the moment the benefit fades. The second step is boundaries. Stop pouring your emotional energy into people who only return fragments. Stop excusing silence. Stop forgiving absence dressed up as busyness. Protect your heart like a fortress. You don't let strangers borrow your debit card. Why let flaky people borrow your soul? The third truth is embracing the reality. Fake care is the majority. Real care is the minority. Seeing this stops you from being blindsided. It hurts less when you expect disappointment because you no longer confuse politeness for loyalty. The hardest part? Accepting that even family and lifelong friends can sometimes fall into this category. You will outgrow people. You will discover relationships that were built more on habit than love. You will realize some only valued you when you were easy, dependent, broken, entertaining, and that realization will sting. But it is better to be stung by the truth than comforted by a lie. Let this understanding liberate you, not harden you. Don't close your heart, but open your eyes. There is a rare 1% of people who will value you for you, not for what your weakness provides. And when you find them, they won't flinch at your growth. They will cheer louder. They won't disappear when you heal. They'll stand taller with you. They won't require an audience to show loyalty. They'll prove it in silence. So stop chasing actors in caring roles. Stop blessing those who gave you only performances and rituals. Stop calling flaky behavior love. See the truth clearly. Many pretend to care because caring benefits them. But when the benefit ends, do not beg them to stay. Let absence be their confession. Let distance be their revelation. And hold strong to your dignity as you walk forward lighter, clearer, freer. Because at the end of the day, you don't need 1,000 people pretending. You need a handful who don't stop, who don't vanish, who don't calculate. You need the ones who don't care when it's convenient. They care when it costs. That's the difference between masks and truth. And the difference between those two will define whether your life is drained by actors or blessed with genuine souls. That's why people pretend to care until they don't, because pretending is easy and real caring is costly. And the truth that saves you is this: stop confusing convenience for loyalty, sympathy for devotion, politeness for love. Protect your spirit, guard your energy, and when you find the ones who prove through sacrifice that their care is real, cherish them because they are rare and they are gold.